folks, welcome back to another informational video with yours truly, Sam Healey. Informational videos for me are kind of like basically me just giving you information about a product so that you can now take that information and go make a better purchase for yourself. And I do this a lot with many of the little small expansions that come out for games. Most recently I'm doing this with Imperial Assault, and that's what we're doing today. Today we're going to do the Obi Wan Kenobi Jedi Knight blister pack that has just come out from Fantasy Flight. So let's get down to the table and take a look. So here we are talking about Obi Wan Kenobi Jedi Knight. And the model, first of all, is an excellent model. I love models that have these long flowing robes or things that can just provide a lot of movement just by how they've been sculpted. And I love how they usually paint up and all of the shadows and details that you can highlight and so forth and so on. So the detail of the model is something I'm very, very pleased with. I thought they did a very good job in capturing the essence of who Obi Wan Kenobi was in this model. So there is that. Very good model, but again, not something that you're not already expecting from Fantasy Flight. It comes with, of course, 2 different cards for the skirmish and the campaign modes. Also comes with 3 command cards that you can put into your command decks during skirmish mode, and they each are pretty cool powers. This one is only usable by Obi-Wan himself, and it says that use at the start of the round until the end of the round. Hostile figures cannot declare attacks targeting you unless they are within 3 spaces of you. So that's a pretty cool thing that that card allows you to do. The other ones over here, these are usable by any Force user. This one, of course, going back to that scene in the tractor beam control room, the power control hub coupling or whatever you wanted to call it, where he throws the 2 stormtroopers off his track, says that used at the start of the round until the start of the next round, hostile figures within 3 spaces of you cannot interact and are not counted for purposes of control. So that's a really cool card as well. This one, really neat. I really enjoy this one. It says use at the end of your activation to move up to 1 space, then choose an adjacent hostile figure. That figure suffers 2 wounds and 1 stamina. So that's really cool. I really enjoy that. It kind of has an evil feel to it with that picture, but very useful during skirmish mode at the very least. And then there's this item card that you can purchase during campaign mode. It's an ancient lightsaber that actually changes powers depending upon who is controlling it and what their stats are. So that's really cool as well. Then the different stats that, or the different abilities rather, that Obi-Wan can use in these 2 different things. First of all, on the campaign version of Obi-Wan Kenobi, he has used the Force while another friendly figure within 3 spaces is performing an attribute test. Apply +1 surge to the result. So that's pretty cool. He can help other people do what they've been trying to do. Mind trick: once during your activation, you may choose up to 2 hostile figures, 4 spaces up to within 4 spaces of you. Push each of those 1 space. Each of those figures 1 space. I thought that was a strange name for that power. I don't know why they called that mind trick and not force push or something to that effect, but hey, whatever. It's still a cool ability that he can do. His inherent attributes here is +1 block, +1 +2 wounds, and then 3 pierce if you get surges. So if you roll a lot of surges with him, you're going to be doing very well, but he is always blocking at least 1 hit. Same thing on the skirmish mode here, +1 block, 3 pierce, and +2 wounds. Up here, these abilities are a little bit different though. Alter mind: hostile figures within a with a figure cost of 6 or less within 3 spaces of you cannot interact and are not counted for the purposes of control. Throwback to this little card right here, of course, but that's pretty neat. Also, Into the Force. When you are defeated, choose another friendly figure. That figure gains or becomes focused, which is a throwback to where he sacrificially gave his life so that Luke would become more incensed, more enraptured in fighting against the Empire. So that's a really cool tribute there. Also comes with a mission card, a campaign mission called Deadly Transmissions, and that's a pretty cool thing as well. One thing I always like to note is whether or not you can use this with just base set, or if you need other things. This is usable with only the base set, as well as the 2 skirmish missions that come in the pack as well. Now, in addition, there is also this guy right here that is a neutral side. He does not have a faction at all, and this is a skirmish upgrade that any faction can take. Now, it says, exhaust this card when you would draw 1 or more command cards. Draw 1 fewer card than you would have. Then, search your command deck for a card with the Force user trait, reveal it, and put it in your hand. Then, shuffle your command deck. Then, choose a friendly Force user. That figure suffers 1... strain equal to the cost of the card reveal. So that's a really cool thing, that your Force users can now help you pull these command cards out of your deck so that you can use them when you need to. So that's a really cool thing. Both sides can use it. Also another cool thing. Let's get to my final thoughts. First cool thing about this blister pack is simply this. Obi Wan Kenobi, good old Ben. I don't understand why it's taken them this long to make this character and to make this model. This isn't, first of all, it's an awesome model. I love how this model looks, the robes, everything. Already said all that, but I just want to reiterate it. On top of that, everything in this blister pack is usable with base map tiles only. So you don't have to go out and buy those 2 big box sets or one of those 2 big box sets in order to use this blister pack. It's usable with the base game only. That's really, really cool. So there's really no reason for you not to go get this. I mean, you know, financial hardship and all that kind of stuff put aside, and understandably so. What I'm saying is that if you have the means to get this, you should, because it fits automatically with your base set, even if that's all you have. Secondarily, love the fact that they incorporated his sacrificial giving of his own life there into the cards that were there, and I just really enjoyed that. This is a very thematic expansion for Imperial Assault, and that's not always true, because, you know, sometimes you can tell that they've just made that character because, well, they know it's going to sell, and there's not a whole lot. But with this one, there is a lot of thematic elements. It feels like you are now adding Obi Wan Kenobi to your game, and of course you are, but I just can't say enough good about this blister pack. Very happy that I got a hold of this one. See you on the flip side.